Hello and welcome to a video where I'm gonna be explaining how to make a very easy and simple semi-automatic mushroom farm. You might be asking, why do I need a mushroom farm? Well, this is a better Minecraft tutorial, and making a mushroom farm in better Minecraft is actually pretty good. So what can you do with mushrooms? Well, first of all, is paper. Normally you would go for sugarcane, but due to the Serene Seasons mod, that's not possible. Thankfully, we have red mushrooms to make one paper. So it's very good for that. You also get wood from the mushroom stems. So if we look up here for mushroom stems, you can get these mushroom stems and those will be turned into wood, which you can make bolts with, and which is very useful in general. You can also strip the wood with a you can make these tree barks. You can get those from stripping a wood with the cutting board, so that's also very useful. Like you can see, you can have any sort of wood, including the red mushroom stem, so it's very useful for that too. So yes, let's look at all the materials you need. I have two different levels set up. These are the materials you need. You need 6 observers, 44 sticky pistons, 11 hoppers plus some hoppers if you want to make like a big storage for like bringing them to a storage system or something. Water buckets, ladders, redstone repeaters, redstone comparators, iron rods. Well, the iron rods are kind of hard to get because you need to get to the end for that, but if you get to the end after that, you can make this farm pretty easily. You do need some blaze rods for them too, because in order to make the iron rod, you need an end rod, which can be made. Yeah, and you have these crystal shards, which can also be used, but you can also get 11 blaze rods and then you're fine for this farm. Dispensers too, a trapdoor, golden hopper, you don't really need that, but yeah, I'll come back to that. 8 slabs, a little bit over 64 of any block. Some redstone. Mushroom you don't really need. Yeah, you need that, but you don't. This one is for inside of the golden hopper, which you don't need because you don't need the golden hopper. Then we have a filler item, any item it can be, and a random block for activating the farm. The first thing you want to do is create a 9x9 hole, 3 deep, 1 block right here in the middle, and you can add like a ladder. Then for the second step, you add the water along the back. Those all flow into the hoppers, and then these go out to your storage system. Got a trapdoor right here. You can flip them up like this so you can access all these things. You have these dispensers. If you want to turn the farm on, you just place a block right here, and as you can hear, those start ticking. And I added a golden hopper with a red mushroom sorter, because the mushrooms are gonna be in here, bone meal is gonna be in here, so you can filter the mushrooms that fall and land on top of here. You can filter them automatically back in there, and then the most of the mushrooms end up somewhere. Yeah, next step. This is just a wooden platform above it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks in between. This will make sure the mushroom is the right height. You can collect it all at once. You can break it later on all at once. So you just create a platform above it like this. If you don't have the iron blocks, this is also just fine for a mushroom farm, but you just have to delete every mushroom block, which you in the later stages won't have to do. Yeah, here we go to some of the redstone. The redstone is placed in a circle like this. Okay, then you have here some slabs going up like this. Repeaters going into those blocks. They do add for a little bit of a delay, but yeah, that isn't most of the time a big issue. Repeaters in there, redstone all around in a ring, some slabs, pistons placed like this, one block above and one block inside of the ring, and just a 3x3 of pistons like this. Then above here where 5 blocks again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. You got your observer looking downwards with a piston ring with the iron rods around it. So what this observer will do later on is it will detect when a block gets placed there or broken. So, and then we can send a signal to the ring, and yeah, it just this one actually shouldn't be there, because otherwise you'll just get a continuous loop, and yeah, it's gonna make a clock, and that's not what you want. Will it make a clock? Maybe not, but yeah, I have it set up as where this is not a redstone, but I think it's fine actually, because the redstone is gonna be in here, and then I think they should both reach this one, so it won't be a clock, but then you just don't add any extra repeaters later on. Other important notes, yeah, these are just 2 observers next to each other. Yeah, that's it. And then for the final step and the most important step, you have this little system. So you have this block on top of the observer, a block with a repeater, and it has a delay. So it doesn't have a delay of 1, it has a delay of at least 2. That's very important, otherwise the whole system won't work, because the observer ticks are just too small. Torch right here in a block in the torch, a block and a torch, and then hoppers with redstone on top. Now in this hopper you want to have your random item. So what this does is when the hopper is activated, this item will swap to that side and get seen by the comparator. Very important to place a redstone repeater after the comparator to increase the signal strength, because otherwise it just won't work. Yeah, I think actually it's fine to do it like that. That's not what I have in my... Is it fine? Let's grab a torch real quick to test it out. Yeah, that's actually fine. So you could just do that, and you don't need an extra repeater right there. You don't need the repeater that was right here. So yeah, you can do that. Then you just have a simple stairway going down to this system, and then you can probably do the same, right? Maybe. Well, anyways, I have it set up like this, so you can have like a little door here. This does add some extra delay, so you could maybe just bring the redstone down here as well, and then you need less repeaters. So I have a repeater right here in this corner, right here in this corner, and one right here, and that should all work. Yeah, there's one tiny problem with the farm is that sometimes, well, two tiny problems actually. Like, imagine you got all your mushrooms in here. So this will start and you got some bone meal. Bone. Oh, I need to type it right here. Bone meal. So yeah, your bone meal goes in here. You place your block down. This starts growing. Look, and now it destroys those. But once you destroy those, sometimes the mushrooms can grow early. And let's see if that works. Yeah, like that. Now the mushroom has grown early. And you can also see the second problem with it is that those are not extended right now. So it's not perfect, but I'm not a redstoner, so this one should actually be inside of that hopper to work properly. So that's a tiny little problem with the farm, that sometimes the mushrooms just grow a bit too fast. And I have no idea how to fix that. Maybe you can add a less delay somehow. With, like I said, you bring the redstone right here. Maybe that's better. Probably need another repeater and then just take out this corner. That's probably something you could do. I'm not a redstone expert. I don't know how much that will help. But yeah, I hope you like this tutorial of